Thank you to Niebrugge Bank, our sponsor for the 2022-23 basketball season. Live for today, bank for tomorrow, member FDIC.
chip away, stop. We play a lot of games with score, stop, score, stop, score, stop. You can't hit a home run in basketball. You can't hit, a 10-point play. We wanted layups or kick out threes. That's kind of what we were asking for. No more like mid-range settled shots. And Coach Gould as the coach called the game, he went small, and we picked up our pressure, and we knew we had to pick up our pressure down 20. They shot real well. When 40 went down, I said, I told my wife and my coaches, I said, this could be a bad thing, because then they put another shooter, a really good shooter out there, 24 and 4 good shooters. So it could really stretch us out a lot. So we don't know what they're going to do. They could have a whole different game plan. And those guys came and they shot the lights out. We weren't doing the best job defensively, I don't think. They weren't uncontested, but they weren't contested like we were doing in Nokomis. And we wanted to take that first punch. We know that we think that our 9, 10, 11 guys are going to wear you down by the third, fourth quarter. I don't know if that happened tonight, but there might be something to that.
27 from Mason Robinson, the senior leader, of course. It's not only his shooting, but it's rebounding down the stretch was huge for him. How key was that for you?
He's our leading rebounder. As a 6'3" guard or forward, whatever you want to call him, he's our leading rebounder. He can go get it. He can jump up, but he gets good position too. He reads the basketball well. Is more or less the point that he wasn't going to let this season in. If he had to do something, he took charges, he had blocks, he was rebounding, he was outletting. He made some silly passes, but those passes have connected this year. But that's Mason. He's aggressive, and his goal was not to end tonight.
Not giving up. What does this show this team?
It shows that we're here to stay. We are going to come out and give you everything we got every night, survive in advance. Those guys down in the locker room know exactly what we got to do day in and day out. Play defense, run, and rebound, and we executed it in the second half. I know as soon as we get a couple stops, this huge crowd here tonight is going to start showing up. So it's one of those things that we got to just keep our heads down, grind every possession. And once we started doing that, the fans started getting louder. You could see them start withering away a little bit, like I said earlier in the season. So it's just one of those things that it's never over until that final horn rings. It means that we've got a whole tribe behind us. I like to consider us the Braves, the Warriors, whatever you want to call it. And then those guys up there are the just regular tribes people. But they're going to show up every day to watch us fight, crawl, scratch, however we can get wins. They're going to be here to support us. Once we got the lead again, I knew that it was going to be tough to stop us because we've got really good free throw shooters. If we can get up, we know we're really hard to beat. So every possession we're trying to get one more rebound, one more extra pass to get an open look. So it's just every time we got to get another stop, score, whatever it may be, to help us keep the lead, and we know we're hard to beat from behind. Chip away. It's not going to start. You can't hit a home run in basketball. There's no 12-point shot. There's no 20-point shot. There's nothing like that. You just got to come out, get one stop at a time, and then keep rolling after that. Once you get one stop, you got to go.
Eli Miller got the chain tonight. He changed the complexion of the game. He found 20, coming full court, made him work to get open, and then made him kind of took them out of what they wanted to do offensively. We were allowing them to be a little bit comfortable on the offensive end, and these guys every night it's somebody different. Next man up, be the best teammate, and these guys did it. It was a good crowd in the first half. Casey come out, hit some shots, and kind of took a punch, and our crowd didn't let up, and then we started playing for the crowd and making the crowd kind of get after it. And by the time I couldn't get instructions to the boys, it was too hard. It was so loud in here. So, so even some of those free throws at the end there, I think this crowd played a big part in those free throws, and just us playing 32 minutes, 94 feet, I think really hurt maybe the free throws. They had a drive. Mason stepped up on a drive and to help, and then Avery dropped down to help the helper. We've done that since our freshman year. We did that. It's funny. We did it in 4:45 at the end of the last drill of the practice. I said, they've got to help the helper. I looked at Coach Cool. I said, I just want this ingrained, and I'll be darned it didn't come up. And Avery's really picked up his defensive intensity this year, so he's making himself a complete player.
First time in school history, Altamont wins the first game of the sectional. As a coach now, getting to coach in a sectional championship on your home court, what does that mean to you?
Well, this game was the most important. We've never gotten past this game. Coach Doug Hill has gotten to this game a few times. I've gotten to this game a few times. We've always kind of run into I won't say more talented team, but a higher ranked team. This time I feel like we were, but Casey's really good. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to discredit. But this game, at our place, we thought we needed to get this for the program's sake, to get to that sectional championship, so we can take the next step as a program and kind of keep rolling. You saw our junior high kids; they were here in bunches, so it's a huge win. And then we can, whatever happens Friday, who we play Friday, it's going to be the same kind of atmosphere.
Jackson Parcell had 28 points. He is a load to stop. Down the stretch, defensive-wise, he was still tough to stop. Kind of what was game planning for him?
You try to full deny him. Coach Brandon does a really good job. He runs a lot of things for him, a lot of flares, a lot of staggers. You got to get through screens. 32 is a load on a screen, man. He can set some screens. You just try to deny him and contest shots. I don't think we did a really good job of seeing the basketball. We could have had some steals a little bit, but that's why Casey's good. That's why they're a regional champion. He's a good basketball player. When I do IBCA All-State, he's going to get mentioned for sure. It was two really good basketball teams. Top 20 in my opinion, going at it tonight.